ArtTalk, ngobrol art yuk.
Hi art people! Right now I have a guest star here sitting right across me. Her name is Miss Shivani, right? Miss
That's
Shivani
right.
Gupta,
That's
if
right.
I'm not mistaken. Welcome to our studio, mini studio. And
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is the first time that we are doing recording with her, and thank you for joining us for
Absolutely.
this
It's a
very
pleasure.
short last notice kind of thing. So I met Miss Shivani like a while back. Actually, last year, she was being our client, right? You
Yeah.
mentioned that you needed some kind of materials
That's right.
to complement your piece of art. Now, Miss Shivani here is a real artist, guys. Okay, she has a lot of piece of art that she actually invited us to her workshop one time, and we found a lot of great piece of art, like from resin, metal,
That's right.
brass, wood. Right. What else? What other materials that you have explored with?
Semi-precious stones.
Semi-precious stone. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
think that's
complicated.
No,
I
not
don't
really.
know what that means.
Well, actually, I work with a lot of crystals as well.
Crystals. Ah, I
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her workshop seems like it's like a mini factory, guys. Like a lot of like little materials like spraying all over the place. And
I think you're just being very kind.
no, you do inspire a lot of people, including me and my crew. When we
Thank
go there,
you.
we're like very amazed. Like, how come there's like this great artist like hiding in a housing complex?
Thank you.
And you're doing this in your garage, right?
Yeah, well, it's
Literally.
actually my passion. Kind of gets me away from all the daily hustle and bustle. So
Sure.
it's good. My work usually is very stressful, so I basically have a manufacturing unit and I produce veneer for Indian market. So it's very monotonous. It's tiring at times because you're managing so much labor and
Exporting business.
for export.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a creative side which actually gets me away from all of my craziness at work. So it's good.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Especially if you can turn your passion into revenue or into money.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Into
absolutely.
good business. So
You don't have to think about waking up because you wake up and you're like, oh, I have to do this tonight, you know?
Right.
So that's the benefit of actually being passionate about something and then creating something nice out of it. So
Yeah, that's cool. So how long have you lived here in Indonesia?
around about 6 years on and off. So
6 years.
earlier I used to just travel back and forth from Singapore. That's my hometown. And now I've been living here for the last 2 years, like full time.
And how do you like it here in Indonesia?
It's fun.
Other than the weather, because the weather can be
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
crazy.
used to it because of Singapore. Singapore is the same.
really.
Yeah, Singapore is the exact same weather.
Okay.
So I'm used to it now, but yeah, I wish there were winters here. That's the only thing.
Because we would like to have you like many more years. Right?
Well, I hope so. That's
Hope
the
that you
plan.
plan to, stay here for
Yeah.
a long while, not going back to Singapore maybe.
Yeah.
Help our country here and there. Not just doing export. Maybe you can.
Well,
cater to
Indonesia
local
is
markets.
actually very creative. Sorry for cutting you off, but it is a very creative
Please do.
country. And wherever you go, you find such beautiful, like even a piece of wood that you think is trash, actually they can turn it into something really beautiful.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that's what admired me to be here longer. And that is what I'm actually doing now.
You have a lot of natural resources that you can use here. in our
Yeah,
country,
yeah, for
right?
sure, yeah.
I'm sure of that.
For sure.
Creative people such as yourself, when you see something, you already know exactly. Oh, I can make this into another piece of art. I can make this into a furniture. I can make this into a home decoration items.
Oh, for sure,
It's like
yeah.
all kind of things just like flash into your mind.
Yeah, you just walk into a store and you're like, oh my god, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. So we can actually do this with this.
Just like little kid going into a candy
Yeah.
store. It's like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. You just
I think
keep
my
buying
husband's
stuff.
seen that side of me.
Okay.
I kind of go crazy when I actually look around in these stores, especially the home decor ones.
That's
So
good.
it's fun.
It makes life exciting, right, sir? It's good.
Yeah.
It's very supportive of you, and that's what like inspires me too. Like husband and wife doing this all into, together, and
Yeah.
you guys are like creating this piece of arts like this one right here. Okay, I remember when you made this.
Yeah.
It's very spontaneous. We didn't plan this. She
Yeah,
didn't plan
that's
this. She just invited us like one day. Okay, just come on this day, and then bring your crew, and I will show you like how we create this piece of art. And then she didn't have any drawing, no sketch or nothing. Just start doing, like with her hands and like picking materials. Like we use Atmos here. You know, Atmos is one of our product in Arcres.
That's right.
And you also use a lot of your stuff too here. You know, like
Resin.
pigments, resin.
Yeah.
This, what do you call this? Salts?
So this is basically a structural, like it's sort of like, not rock. We used a paste.
Paste?
Structure paste, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
To create this effect.
And you did this in like what, 30 minutes or 60 minutes?
Yeah, because with resin, either way you have a small working time. So certain resins you have up to an hour, certain resins 45 minutes, certain resins 30 minutes. So for this one, we only had 30 minutes to work. So you have to create whatever effect. Of course, you can go back and redo stuff. But yeah, we took about 30 minutes for this one.
And thanks to you, and after she completed this very, very nice piece of art, she gave it to us.
No,
And
of course.
It's been in our showroom for the past year, and many people like asking like, do you actually sell this? And we said, no, this is a limited edition.
That's very kind
There
of
is
you.
no way we're selling this. We're keeping this forever. It's gonna be in our museum one day,
Oh,
if we do have a museum one day. So it's very inspiring, and based on that workshop, that mini workshop that you gave us, we actually tried to do something ourselves.
Yeah,
here, as you can see here in
it's
our
really
table.
cool, yeah.
And it's not as beautiful as what you created here, but at least we got some kind of an idea like
No,
what
I
we want to
understand.
do our own, of
Yeah.
course with our own taste, our
Of
own
course.
style. And
See, with resin, it's so fluid. It's such an amazing piece of, basically, with resin, you can create anything. Because you can't plan things with resin. So the best part is that it just flows as you work.
flows.
Yes. So, if you want to create there has been times where I wanted to create a specific design with resin, but it just turned out to be something completely different because, again, it's one product you just can't control. So that's what I love about it. That sometimes you plan something and it turns out into, what I call in my simple language, you can't be perfect with resin anytime, and that's the beauty of it. Because anything that you create is imperfect, and that's how beautiful it is. And I personally feel there's nothing perfect in this life anyway, right? So if, say for example, I wanted the waves to be in a certain direction, but you can't control it 100%. So if I wanted it,
fluid.
yeah, correct.
as you put it,
Correct.
it's going everywhere.
Yeah, it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about it.
That's good. So basically, you can freestyle it, right?
Absolutely.
That's a great thing about
Yeah.
resin here.
Yeah.
And but how did you start about to do this? Like since you were a child, or like just
No,
came
not
one
at
day,
all.
It's like I just want to do
So
resin.
I basically was, I've always been painting as a kid. I studied art in school as well. But I never really pursued it because, again, family pressure. I had to do finance, I had to do management, get a degree.
business.
Yeah. I wanted to be an architect or an interior designer, but that never really happened because I joined my father.
Father
This is about...
wants to be a businessman. And
Yeah, he's
he
a
wants you to
business-
be a businesswoman.
Correct. So my father is in the timber industry, and I've been working with him for the last 14 years. So hence the veneer business, because it comes from wood. But I always had this creative side which I wanted to explore, and I decided to do something fun at home. So I was just on YouTube one time and I saw fluid art. A lot of these artists, they actually used acrylic as a medium. And then I found a page of this person who was trying it with the resin. Mrs. Cullerberry to be exact.
Okay. You still remember her name?
Of course, I
Must
still
be
follow
like a
her.
while back,
Yeah, it's been a
right?
while
Many
back,
years
but
back.
I absolutely adore her. She's a German lady. Fantastic, amazing
she live?
work. Germany.
Germany.
Yes. Yeah.
Germany lady living in
Yeah, of course. It's alright.
Sorry.
It's alright. So yeah, I follow her religiously, and I loved her work and how creative, and that's how I started. So I first researched a lot about resin and learned how to work with it, because of course you have to be safe when you're working with it. It's a chemical.
You have to wear gloves and masks.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely. So you can't just do it in a closed environment. You have to make sure that you're working in a well ventilated environment.
Because it's a fire hazard thing too. So be
Not
careful.
fire hazard so much, but I think more with the fumes that come out when it's heating up.
The gas.
The gas. Yeah, so that is something you have to be careful about. So you have to wear a mask. Of course, if it's a well ventilated area, then it's much better. But of course, since again it's resin, you can get a lot of dust. So it also has to be it has to be a proper studio. You can't be working outdoors.
Sure.
Yeah, otherwise you'll have a lot of dust on it. So yeah. So I did a lot of research, and I actually fell in love with it, and I made a lot of pieces of art. First I started just making it for myself, then for friends, and now I'm just following my passion.
Excellent.
And converting it into a business. But not just with resin, of course. Wood is in my veins, in my blood now, since I've been working, and it's been a family business. So we're also doing wooden furniture to complement
It's
it.
kind of like you want to integrate your family business
Oh, yeah.
to your passion.
Yeah,
So and then you get the best of the both worlds.
of course.
That's excellent, Wayne.
Yeah.
And you taught yourself on how to do this because you don't learn this in college or in school,
Oh no,
right?
I'm self-taught. Yeah.
And YouTube makes it happen.
YouTube,
YouTube is very-
everything
very,
is.
very good resource for anything. You want to learn how to cook, you want to learn how to create a piece of art or
Yeah,
anything.
for sure. Yeah.
So that's excellent.
Yeah.
So any other future endeavors that you like to do in the future? Maybe?
I will still continue to do it. I mean, again, with resin, it's not limited to one thing. You can create a lot of different things. Like you can create lamps, you can create sculptures. It's already happening. It's not, I mean, I'm not the first one to explore it, but there is a lot of techniques that you can learn within resin. And of course, then combining it with wood or metal, it'll be something very unique. So this is what we're trying to do at Artifact now.
Artifact.
Yes.
It's going to be a new brand.
Yes, that's
By
right.
you that
Yeah.
should be launching anytime soon.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you're still able to cater to the local markets because I'm
Yes,
sure
of
there's
course.
a lot of people here in Indonesia who are actually appreciative of this
Well,
kind
we'll
of
be
art.
working a lot with you, Mr. Steven.
Well, I'm hoping.
Of course.
We're talking, right?
Yes.
We're talking. So I'm kind of like humble, that you actually
No,
consider
thank you
us
very
to
much.
be your business partner.
No,
And
thank you so
hopefully
much.
we can meet your demands and your needs
For
and
sure.
your requirements, and hopefully we can have a long working relationship
For sure.
with good business.
Yes.
And good friendship.
Of course.
Thank you one more time
Thank you
for
so
joining
much.
us in this last minute kind of thing.
No, not at
You
all.
came
Thank
here
you.
and we asked you to join this podcast session with us, talking about your passion, talking about your work, and thanks for inspiring all of us out there. To
Thank
always
you so
follow your
much.
passion.
I mean, it's your creativity, to be very honest with you. Whenever I walk into your showroom, I'm like, wow, there's something new. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely wonderful what you guys are doing here.
We get that from people like you.
No,
You
come
always
on.
inspire us. You always inspire people.
You're just being humble now.
No, you're also. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and let's see you guys in another session of ArtTalk.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Ngobrol Art Yux.